Oh, right. All right. This is my first time doing this, so can you hear me? Somebody type something. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know if this is working or not. All right, so we got one person. This is. I'm nervous. Don't know how to act. So this is my first time doing this. I don't know how I'm doing. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? I need some sort of confirmation. Let's see. You're late. I know. I'm waiting on my friend. I'm waiting on my friend Angel. He got out later than I thought. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He's late. Yeah. So you can't hear me. Oh, and then I'm also live streaming from my computer using that one, but it sucks. So I'm gonna be. I I literally woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast today, and then I just literally spent probably 2/3 of the whole day researching how to broadcast and how to do all this stuff. So I downloaded like a couple different softwares, but there's some hardware I need for this to use this camera, because this is a higher quality camera than this. This looks very fuzzy and pixelated, but I do have this cool thing. Woo. So the audio quality is good. Oh, actually, what setting is it on? Okay, and then that. Yes, it is called a mic. It's shit. Oh wait, can I cuss? I don't even know if I can cuss anymore. I'm so nervous. I'm live. It's crazy. Okay, so today, Angel's not here yet, so I need a capture card for the DSLR. Yeah, there you are. Excellent. All right, dude. Come on, man. People are already on here.
Dude, you have a really bright light.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
Oh, so this is a very sensitive microphone.
This is like an answer.
I don't know. Oh, I know, huh? You guys? Oh, just Oh, can I use the if I wanted to come out of this, would it still use? So I could use the sound effects.
What sound effects?
Remember when you came in last time and I had the audience clapping and the laughing? Remember?
I think I do.
Well, anyways, actually, okay. So come in more. Is it too tight there? Okay. So hey, what's up, guys? This is the first podcast ever. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. We've talked about hey, we should do a podcast. Because whenever we talk, we have really interesting topics of conversation.
Just a lot of bullshit comes up, and it's just amazing that we're able to come across.
Like the stuff we've it's happened in our lives. It's just really interesting. So I'm Anthony. I'm 27. Aspiring entrepreneur. I like experiences. This is my best friend Angel.
Hello, my name's Angel. I'm 25. Question mark? Yeah, I think I'm 25. And just doing my best to live life as positive as possible. You always have a thing about making sure everybody does their best to achieve their goals or something.
I mean, I feel like we're all in this together. I don't want to see people struggle. I mean, I know I have my struggle, so it's like,
that's cool.
But
so what are we talking about today?
All right, so I put a poll on my Instagram, and a lot of people responded. So thank you for the engagement. Oh, actually, this is where we're going to be looking. It's the camera. And it's so weird because I want to look at myself, but then it's like right there. And then this thing's bright as hell. So
Yeah, that's why I don't know how to react to this right now, but it's pretty cool.
yeah. So there's gonna be, sex. We're gonna talk about sex. Talk about family, exercise.
Wait, you're talking about sex and family?
No, not that kind of sex. Exercise, production, like the movie industry, making films, all that. Long distance relationships. We're gonna talk about racism and skateboarding. But I think we should introduce how we. You go.
Oh yeah, so pretty much during high school, I kept on hearing through mutual friends like, "Hey, do you know a guy named Anthony?" I was like, "No, the only person that I know named Anthony is just, of course, another person, not me, obviously." And then everybody kept on saying, "Well, you look very similar to him. Are you related to him by any chance?"
Oh yeah, because in high school I had really long hair down my way, just the way he has it now, but like 10 times better.
10 times.
Yeah. And then
10 times. Yeah.
we always saw each other, but we never knew each other.
Yeah.
And they would always call me by his name, or he would always get called by my name. And people would be like, "Oh, I saw your brother," and I'm just like, because I have an older brother, and I was like, "Oh, really?" Like, yeah, the guy with the curly hair. I'm like,
But you're thinking about Aldo.
I was thinking of my brother Aldo, but then they're referring to him. And then one time he was standing outside of class, being the cool guy he is. And then I was like, "Oh, this is the guy." And I'm like, "Are you Angel?" And you're like, "You're Anthony?" And then somebody, like, we've never talked, we've never interacted. And then somebody in that moment asked us, "Are you guys brothers?" And we just looked at each other like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
we're brothers." And
immediately.
And then we're like, we're super cool friends since then. And
What I thought was really funny though, before we actually got like into talking with each other, being cool and spending time with one another, is that I saw you from a long distance one time. You were walking towards like Eli, and I was walking away like towards your house.
Yeah.
And I saw you across from the street. And then I remember all this hype that people would always compare us. I'm like, "Oh, you look very similar. You guys look just alike." So I thought, like, who the fuck is this guy? And as soon as I saw you across the street, I knew they were talking about you because
Same
of your
here,
hair. And then when I looked at you,
because
like,
it's so distinguishable. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that you're Angel."
yeah.
Yeah.
And then from far away, I just thought to myself, like, I don't look like this short Asian motherfucker.
I know, man. And in a way too, I was like, "That skinny guy, fuck
Yeah.
that." He's like all bony, and he's like.
So
But
we're
what-
complete opposites from each other.
One thing that I thought was really cool was like I always recognize like he has really good posture.
You know?
You and the funny thing too is like whenever you walk, you don't swing your hands, so you're like Michael
Well,
Myers. You're just like I can just imagine you running just straight hands down all the way. But that was the two things
Yeah.
that stood out. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
he's got curly hair, he's tall, he's skinny, and his hands don't swing. What's up with that?" But
At first, we criticized each other.
yeah,
But as soon as we talked to one another,
we're like, "Oh, this guy's
It was like-
fucking cool."
yeah, immediately. Brothers. We're just brothers.
Jeez. So yeah, Angel, how's your sex life?
It's good.
Just smashing every day.
So what's the next topic?
No,
No, but yeah, sex is good, I guess. I treat myself pretty well, so that's all I need, I suppose.
what do you mean you treat yourself pretty well?
You know, man, just that old Manuela trick, I suppose.
Oh man, yeah, true. Yeah, my sex life is.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's what I was going
Oh,
for.
okay,
It's like
never mind.
it's not.
No need
Well,
to rub it in.
You know what? We should might as well talk about that. So, my sex life is non-existent at the moment because my girlfriend lives in Mexico and I live here. And then this question was asked by. Well, I'm not gonna call them out, but yeah. So this person is wanting to get into, or maybe getting into a long-distance relationship. So I've been in a long-distance relationship for a little over 3 years now.
It's a pretty
Three-
long time.
3 years and 2 months. So I met my girlfriend in Mexico, and I was single for 4 years, and I was like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want, like, I was going around for a bit. I was alone, and I was like, no, I don't want to be dating. And then, and then I went down to Mexico for business, and I told myself, like, I'm not going to, like, I'm going to keep it professional. I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not going to instigate any like flirting or anything. It was like strictly professional. And then like I met this girl, my girlfriend today, and immediately off the bat, like as soon as we started talking about chakras and the universe and intentions and our dreams and the kind of family we wanted. So it was really deep topics of conversation right off the bat. And like there was just instant chemistry, and I felt like I felt like I knew her. And that night I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with this girl. Like, what? No, you don't even know her. Like you're overreacting. You're just infatuated. Forget about it. But I just couldn't get away from her, and I made up like all these excuses to go see her that night, because I was in charge of like logistics, making sure everybody gets to the rooms, making sure they know what time to get up, kind of coordinate. I guess a coordinator. I guess that's the right term. And I was like, I need to see her again. We talked from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. The first day we met, and it was just nonstop talking.
You know what the friend was Julia?
Good morning, Julia. I don't know if people know this. I don't know.
Another topic for another time.
From another podcast. And where was I?
So you were talking about how you wanted to meet her again.
Oh yeah. And from there, I knocked on all the doors because I didn't know what room she was in. But I just came up with this bullshit like, this is how I find out where she is.
I walk like Michael Myers.
I'm the creep. No, but I was knocking just like, I know they had to know they had to be up by 7, but they knew. So I was just like, oh, just a reminder. You guys got to be up by 7. And then
I like how you took the opportunity to be like, oh, maybe I could actually meet her.
Yeah, so I just, it was such
fucking taking initiative. That's what it was.
It was, I don't know. I had no control. Like, I was just so infatuated. I was so like, I need to see this girl again. She's amazing. And I saw her, and I was like, oh, hey. And then she came outside. Like, it's like, oh, just a reminder. You guys got to get up at 7. Be ready. Dress. The buses are coming by. And, yeah, like, I stayed outside her room for a little bit. And then she came outside, and then we talked for, like, another, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or 2. And yeah, and then like a month later comes by. Like, she gave me her phone number. I didn't ask for it because I'm fucking awesome. She gave me her number, and just every day since then, there hasn't been a day, like, for exception, I think 3 days when I went to the mountains for like a little retreat. But for 3 days, texting and calling every single day, and to this day, we still talk every day for like an hour maybe or whatever. Every day we either text, whether it's just a little good morning or good night, or we have conversations. And that's the cool thing. That's something I really enjoy about my relationship with her. It's the conversations are always deep. They're not superficial. I fucking hate superficial conversations. Like, hey, how are you? Good. How's the kids? Good.
So is it because of this deep connection that you're able to keep that long-term relationship?
Well, the thing, I think,
because remember you said that your friend asked you about, like,
oh, okay. So this is my first long distance and the longest relationship I've been in. I think the key to this one, I mean, every relationship is different, but I think in the case for me is that it's just the connection is so strong with her that it's easier. Like, if I wasn't so into her, I would have been like, oh, I'm wasting my time. Like, why are we even together? And then actually, you know what? There is points in the relationship, in our relationship, where it's gotten very difficult. For instance, like I used to go visit her every month for like a week, maybe a month, 2 weeks, or she would come here. And then I got a job, and I couldn't travel over there, so she came to live with me for 6 months. And so it was like 1 month without seeing each other. Oh, I still love you. I still miss you. 2 months, it's like, oh man, like, fuck.
But how do you?
Yeah, I still have a girlfriend.
Yeah. But how do you power through it?
Well, so this is what I'm getting at. I noticed that in the third month, if we don't see, like by the third month, I'm already like, fuck. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, but
No matter how.
it doesn't feel that way. It starts to like, you feel more disconnected. You feel more like, oh, that's right, I'm in a relationship. Like,
You're like, oh, that's right.
well, no, it's not like I don't forget, but it's
It's sort of like you're like, oh, I left the stove on.
oh, I'm in a relationship. No, but it's like we talk every day, but it's more of a feeling of it's kind of hard to explain, but it's there's the love there, but it's I'm a very affectionate person, and so is she. So I need to be touching you. I need to be feeling you. I need to go on dates. I need intimacy. I need to kiss you. Obviously, the sex is a big thing. So after a while, it gets really difficult to like be present, or it just feels superficial after a while, where it's like there's not that depth to it where you're face to face. There's that contact. So what has helped us is we've never gone more than 3 months without seeing each other. And then when we do see each other, it's really awkward for the first day, maybe 2. But by the 3rd day, we're just all on each other and all that. But yeah, what is it? Fidelity? Loyalty? Not cheating is a big important thing. Because I know if I would have had sex with somebody else, or whatever, I know I would have been less invested. Yes, I've flirted. I've gone out to go eat with friends. I've hung out with girls and guys by myself, and I've always been like, I have a infidelity. There we go. I've always like respected that I'm in a relationship, so I've never kissed or had sex with anybody else other than my girlfriend. But I have flirted heavily. I've gone out with friends and like, you start talking, you meet people, you start flirting. But I've always kept that boundary of like, no, like I'm in a relationship. I can't have sex with somebody or kiss them. Like I can't.
So like, you say it's out of sight, out of mind. Is that why you always constantly tell yourself, like, hey, I'm in a relationship? The same feelings I had for this person I met that first day.
Well, the thing too, I go back to it. It's the connection is so strong. Like I've wanted this for a long time. This relationship I have with her, like I have it written there.
You've been wanting to find like a serious.
So I've always like I'm in a beautiful relationship with an extraordinary relationship with a beautiful woman who is beautiful both inside and out. We fulfill each other in every way, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. We're excited to see each other all the time. It's like I want that passion, I want that excitement, and I have that with her. The only problem is the distance. When she's far away, or we're not together. Yes, there's still that love and there's that connection, but the more time we're apart, it seems to like just make it harder. It doesn't feel as real, or as I don't know. There's a distance there. So we're actually talking today, and I was like, hey, I can come over here, or that's it. Yeah, so she's coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's good, man. Congrats.
And we're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's
So surprise.
so. I guess pretty much to
Well,
to survive a long-term relationship is
you have to be together. Because I was telling her like, I'm looking around and I'm finding girls attractive, and I'm like, oh man. Which before I wasn't. I was like, nope.
Which also ties in with what it says.
Is it?
Do you tell yourself, is it I can't mess with anyone else, or I don't want to?
It was I don't want to, and it was both, but at the same time it was just getting harder because actually you don't know the whole backstory. So she was here and then she left, but we had this kind of not argument but a misunderstanding, and she was like, I don't know if I'm coming back anymore. I don't like living here, blah blah blah. So that made me, in the back of my head, I was always like, well, if you're not coming back, then why are we together? Like what's the point of our relationship? Like if you're not going to be here, there's not going to be any progress. And that's not the quality relationship I want to be in, where we're seeing each other or we're just communicating through text. Like, I need tactile communication. I need to, I need to feel you. I need to touch you. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I need you here. I want you to be here. And I just come back now. Just come back. Let's get this. Oh, what I tell her, I was like, I think it's time for us to take the next step in our relationship. So come back over here and let's get the ball rolling. Like, let's just. It's gonna be hard. We're gonna fight. We're gonna do this and that, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be complicated, but I want to be with you, and let's do it. So yeah, but yeah, it was getting hard, man. I know it was hard for her too, because stuff.
I'm just really happy that both of you have decided to actually, like how you said, take it as a she's social life.
Yeah, man,
That's good news, man. Because I know how much both of you love each other.
yeah, and dude, I've never felt.
But to be
a
fair,
depth
it's a
love.
huge decision when it comes to either end of a long
It's I can
like a long distance relationship. Because either you have to give up where you live, or
Mhm.
she has to give it up.
And I think she's given up a lot more too. So I know she's not seeing this right now, but I know she'll see it later. Where it's like,
And that's when you fucking cherish this shit even more.
yeah, yeah, because she's given up a lot. Like, her family's over there. She grew up in Mexico, and now she's coming here. So
So what do you say to the naysayers that tell you like, oh, I'm in a long distance relationship?
everybody I told about, like, oh, I'm in a long distance. They're like, oh, why? That's dumb. Like, why get yourself a girlfriend over here? Or like, oh, I couldn't do that. Like, I need a fuck and all this stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, it's like there's moments where I get really like, fuck, I'm so horny. But you know,
But that's more of like your own personal pleasure.
well, I mean, there's the physical sex part, but there's like the intimacy part. You can only say I love you through text so much before it's like,
Hence is why you always have to have like the physical contact.
yeah. And I told her today on the phone, I was like, I'd rather have a kiss on the cheek or like a glance where we look at each other's physical eyes. You touch my wrist or whatever, than like 1,000 I love yous through text or hearts and all this. But yeah. What about you? What about you?
Start texting you, I love you, I love you.
You in a relationship? You single?
No, I'm single.
You ready to mingle?
No.
No, not yet.
Why? I'm just enjoying my long time, I suppose. Why? I just came out of like a long-term relationship, so I feel
It's
that's
been 2 years.
yeah, I know. But I'm pretty sure like the main focus is just to figure out what I want to accomplish in life. So if I'm not able to
That's
feel
good.
happy with that, I'll
Yeah, man.
find something.
Your purpose comes first. Your purpose above everything. So for me, it's my purpose in life. It is my family, my girlfriend. Oh, purpose. So I don't know, but I know it's my purpose, and then my girlfriend and family. They'll like appear together. She is family. See, I need that. Bow, bow, bow.
I think it's the same.
Yeah, I know I have it. I have an app, but I don't know if I'm scared to try it.
You reveal like you have all the secret porn.
I know.
You're like, I miss my girlfriend so much.
There's a bunch of like.
Anthony, where's my face on that picture?
I Photoshop you on like a. No. Exercise. So Raymond, does that satiate your questions, or do you have a question about long distance relationship? Because I mean, well, fuck it, you're the one that asked, so sorry to call you out.
You're not supposed to fucking single.
Too bad. It
It
happened.
happened like, oh, it's an open.
It happened. I don't even know if he's still on.
Technical issues. We're still learning as we go.
Yeah. So
We get sued. How dare you mention my name?
I know. So actually, careful with banging because it's gonna pick it up.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah. It's a really sensitive mic. I know they can probably hear all this stuff, but what else is there? It does, dude. I was listening to it earlier. I can hear the refrigerator. I can hear the wind rustling in the
But
back.
to be fair, I'm pretty sure you could hear anything if you just stay really quiet.
Oh yeah, but for a microphone and pick
To pick
it
up something
up,
up.
yeah. But it also enhances it too because I was like, what the fuck? What's that noise? And I take my headphones off and I don't hear it. And I'm like, oh shit, that's leaves. Like it has better. It's really sensitive. And there's different settings to it too. I have it
It's like, oh, fuck, it's
ominous,
fine.
which I probably should change it. But is that my heartbeat?
I think that's my fucking heartbeat.
I can hear my thoughts.
You hear a voice. I'm with you. What the fuck?
So hey, what's your? Would you be in a long distance relationship?
Well, if it happens, then obviously I'll try it out. It's not something that I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
I don't think I will ever experience it, just because I don't see myself in a relationship. So,
So Raymond says, I struggle between is love enough to give up the great life I've built to be with them in their world or bring them into mine?
What's the mixture of mixing both?
I'd say, well,
Just kidding. It's more complicated.
I think you would have to have strong reasons to be together, not just like
It shouldn't be more
it
about
shouldn't be about convenience or whatever. I think two people come together in a relationship to help each other grow. Like it shouldn't be that saying like, oh, he's my other half. I think it's dumb because you're coming in like,
I need you to complete.
yeah, and then that becomes what is it?
Codependency.
Codependency. So it should be two wholes coming together to make another whole. You guys become another thing. So it's a a win-win. It's a synchronistic. But so if you're unsure about it, then I think maybe you shouldn't do it. Yeah, like there shouldn't be doubts about it. Like for instance, with my relationship, I've never been in a long distance relationship, and I was like, oh, like I've heard that these don't work. But the connect, like what I felt for her was so strong that I was like, fuck it, dude. Like I'm just gonna jump into this new experience.
You felt that connection.
I felt it so strong that I was like, I'm willing to go through possible heartbreak and uncertainty and all these other things because what I'm feeling right now is so strong and I love it and it's so natural that I'm willing to keep going.
And how did you know it was enough for you to give up anything for this relationship? Like how did you
Like my freedom and well, like I said, I want something where there's a spiritual, emotional, physical, intellectual. Did I say sexual? I don't know. Like a connection on all those levels, and I have everything with. Plus, she's taller than I am, and I'm a short guy, so she's gonna give me tall kids. So
I'm only with you because of your height. Only that one trait.
And I tell her that.
Everything else, I don't give a fuck about.
You know what? What's funny though too? It's like, she's really beautiful. She's fucking gorgeous. Like, oof.
It's so nice to hear you say that about
Oh,
her.
and to be honest, I
Thank
got
you
with her because
so
she looks like
much.
But she's really physically beautiful. But oh my god, her emotional beauty. Like she's such a girl. She's such a woman. She's so feminine, and like I fucking love that. Like
That's sexism, Anthony.
no,
I'm joking.
It's not
I'm joking.
sexism.
I'm joking. Disclaimer.
So some of the views spoken today are very controversial. No, but there's that there's that yin and yang. Like she allows me to be a man, and she's free to be a woman and feel. Like she'll cry out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Like, or actually, I'm never like, oh, you cry too much or so much. I'm just like, it's a turn on to see her like frustrated or crying or very emotional because I just want to. Like I see her crying, I just want to hug her and hold her, and I'm just like, oh.
And with this deep connection, it was reversed.
Wouldn't it still be the same?
Would you do the same thing? Like, would you try to give up anything?
What?
Like, say for example, what Raymond is saying. If you know how your girlfriend gave up.
Oh no! She did ask me to move over there, and I was like, no, because there's way more opportunity here. There's more freedom here. Over there, I love the culture over there. It's great, but I wouldn't want to live over there. It's a lot cleaner here. It's a different lifestyle for sure. It's super. She said what she was saying that is like she doesn't like it here because it's too fast paced. Everybody's always working. Everybody's about themselves. Where over there, it's more about community and family. And I'm like, yes, but I also think like you're responsible for what you're around. Like if if you choose to be around like bad vibes, you're gonna be around bad vibes. Like you can create the environment. Like you're responsible for the environment you're in. So honestly, I think it was just actually I can talk about that forever, and this.
But imagine
it could be a whole podcast on its own.
It was a good conversation.
But well, I mean, I guess this is the podcast like structure where you just go into those conversations.
So like see how it
Like just go
transitions.
deep. No,
Segue.
no, not even a segue, but it's
Speaking of segue, let me introduce you to our sponsor, Segways.
you look stupid in the but yeah,
We're in Narnia, by the way, just in case if you're wondering,
Joshua, who's this?
Joshua.
Joshua Bryant. Don't know who that is. Where am I? I don't know. Where do you want to be?
I want to be in the gym, Anthony. So tell me about exercise.
I actually do want to go. I might go to the gym after this. Exercise. I need to exercise more often. Dude. No, dude. I used to be so. Okay. I don't want to show myself. I used to be like.
Now you already lived up the hype. I
in-
want to see this now.
In college, I was fucking like at my peak. Actually, shout out to Brad Critchfield. He was my MMA coach.
Oh, the sweatshop?
Yeah, the Sweatshop Gym. Check it out. On Lakewood, 405 Freeway, exit Cherry. Sweatshop Gym. Check it out.
And that was a word
Great
from our
place.
sponsor.
Yeah, I'll send you an invoice. So, but
Dog, you know how hard it is to look like Johnny Bravo with this hair? No, it's not gonna
to
work.
look like Johnny Bravo.
It's not gonna work, Joshua.
Yes, I want a huge upper body and a small puny legs. But no, like I used to be really in shape and really fit, lean muscle. But now I have I think I noticed a difference at when I turned 24, maybe 25, where nothing changed for that year. I think from 24 to 25, I was still working out the same amount, like the same reps. I was still eating the same, but like my recovery time was slower. I was more tired.
Getting old.
Yeah, it was basically getting old, and it's also a large part of that was my diet. Drinking a lot, sleeping a lot, eating a lot of unhealthy foods. While at the same time eating healthy, I was also adding on top of that, on top of the healthy foods, unhealthy foods.
At my speed.
Yeah, the usual. A lot of protein. Gross. But yeah, dude, I need to work out. And then what's been helping me? Well, I worked at LA Fitness for a while, so I had a good. What are they wearing?
You're saying that you look beautiful, and that you
I
should
noticed a difference as everything changed when the fire needed. I like that person. Yeah, so I noticed a difference. But what's helped me is I worked at LA Fitness and I started working out more.
I don't know. I'm just.
Nah, dude, you're gonna close something by accident.
Sorry.
Like the time you shot me.
I'm sorry.
You want to tell that story?
No, it's terrible.
Come on, let's tell that story. It's funny.
How does this involve exercising, Anthony?
If I were to have run away.
I would have shot you and brought you back.
So I had actually I still have it.
I'm sorry.
A pump rifle.
I'm sorry.
BBs, little pellets.
I'm sorry.
They can kill people.
I'm so sorry.
And this guy over here,
I'm sorry.
you know how they say don't play with
I'm
guns.
sorry.
Don't ever aim them at somebody. If you think it's empty, don't shoot somebody. So this guy is like shooting stuff, empties it out, whatever. He thinks it's empty.
I thought it was empty. I checked. Okay.
The chamber.
Before I shot you, I checked the chamber. There was no bullet inside, but I'm pretty sure that the bullet kind of like
Well, no,
it's giving like
what is it? To rush? I don't know. I gotta learn these terms. But to your credit, I haven't read it. That's another topic. I'm on my phone all day. I'm on the computer all day. But anyways, to back you up, that
pictures of me.
yes, I did have that gun. I did notice that if you pulled it back too hard, since it was a magnet, it would fall out, but the magnet would catch it, and then when you push the bolt back in, it would lodge it back in. So you think you're you're unloading it, but you're actually reloading it. And I think that's what you did. So this guy goes, ha ha, point blank, bosh, shoots me. I'm like, oh, fuck, mother. And I, like, he's my best friend. And I've never punched you, like, out of anger? No.
Out of anger.
I'm like, out of anger?
Out of anger.
I know we've had drunk, like, let's fucking wrestle and all that, but I was so angry and I cocked my fist just like instinct or something, and I was like, fuck, and I was like, because I was like, this fucker shot me. You fucking shot, and like it was so funny because the whatever was in here.
I'm sorry.
It's either this one or all this, but yeah, like it got in there and I had to like, bloop, like push it out.
I just don't remember where it was.
Oh, I remember. I think it's this one. I don't know if the camera can see it. Yeah, you can barely. One of these, but it was a long time ago, and that shit fucking hurt.
I'm so sorry.
It's funny now, and even then it was still funny. But I was just like, how the fuck? Ah! Because I know you didn't do it.
It wasn't.
I know you didn't do it intentionally. And then the look on your face was
To
like
harm you?
sheer terror.
Because I felt really bad that I shot you.
It was
I
funny.
checked, man, and to be able to witness that I shot a bullet in your arm and it was still stuck there.
Or the time I accidentally shot the hummingbird.
Oh, that was really good position.
I didn't even mean to. And you know what sucks too? So it is. Didn't that happen in South or The Simpsons? Yeah,
The Simpsons did it.
The Simpsons did it first. Well, no, I remember. So we were playing with the BB gun, and then we were shooting at a telephone pole, and then there was a. Did it fly through, or did I?
It was hovering, and then for some reason, this hummingbird wasn't really taking off. It was just hovering like zigzags, just like a square area. And for some fucking reason,
I think you told me to shoot it. I was like, okay, but I'm like, I can't shoot it. I'm not gonna shoot it.
why are you blaming me?
I don't remember how it happened, but I remember. I think we joked about it. I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I aimed at it, but I didn't aim direct.
You shot without the intent to harm.
I purposely aimed away from it, not to hit it. Like I didn't aim. If I would have aimed directly at it, well, I said hit it either way. But point being, the wind caught it, or it was crooked, and it ended up. You just see a, and it falls, and then we're like, oh my god, and yeah, fucking died. But
the show's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
you're going to hell for that. Peter's gonna bust through that door right now and be like, that light's too bright, and you shot a hummingbird.
Damn. Jesus. Are you racist? All right. So
do I love raisins?
Yeah.
Yes, I love.
Okay, so scenario. Guy walks in.
No, I won't blow him.
You're at a liquor.
I won't blow him.
You're at a liquor store.
If it's for Pokemon, yes.
You're at a liquor store. Guy walks in. Wearing a hoodie, glasses. What race is he? What race is he?
I don't know, man. Why are you asking me all these weird questions right now? Huh? Where are you taking me? Who are you? Where am I?
Who are you? Put that down. Actually, hold off on that for now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either. And man, I remember one of my psychology teachers asked this because we're on the topic of racism, and then they're like, "Oh, he's black. Oh no, he's white." And then somebody's like, "Well, what kind of sweater? Depends. Like, how does it fit?"
I understand.
And everybody's asking all these questions.
Is this how you exercise? By running?
Whoa, hey man, I didn't say running away. That's all you, man.
Because we're talking about exercise.
What? Whoa, hey dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Being baited and shit. No, but yeah, I think that on the topic of racism, it's like it's just been way too long. Like, who cares? We're all the same.
Like, why are we still fighting? Okay. Well, to be fair, like, we don't have it as bad as other people.
Oh, dude, in middle,
we don't really experience it. What you're saying?
Oh no, I was saying in middle school. I remember it. There was a girl. Her name was Ashley. I forgot her last name, but she was so beautiful. She looked like what's her name? Gabrielle Union? No.
What is the takeaway today?
No, that I don't know. I remember being super like I wanted to date her, but I felt like she was out of my league. I was like, oh, she would never like me.
Since we were talking about Vegas, was she like?
She was back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, didn't I say that?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Unless I wasn't paying attention.
Oh shit, maybe I didn't. Sometimes I think it too hard, or I think everybody hears it, but no.
Because you're fucking God, Anthony.
No, no.
You're God in your universe.
No, I am the god of my universe. Yeah, that is true. But so are you. Ocean.
Or is it lotion?
It's your semen. That's weird. Why am I putting lotion on?
Why are you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just habit now.
If anything, that's a good thing because you're taking care of your skin,
Yeah,
and
well,
it's highly recommended.
another thing too.
So to be fair, you're actually taking good care.
My girlfriend takes amazing care of her skin, so I guess it's just like she's always saying like, "Oh, it's cold now; it's gonna dry out. Put lotion." But yeah, racism. I don't really have much to say about it. It's like nobody's better than anybody. It's just a color, so whatever. I would say character is more important than color. How you treat other people, or how you respect people. I'd say that speaks more than your how you look. So yeah. We already talked about long distance relationships.
I'm not dreaming about this.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, okay. So what are the other topics people wanted to talk?
Let me see. All right. So we have long distance relationship production. But I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about myself a lot. I feel like I'm taking. I want you to talk, man.
I'm talking. I'm conversating.
What are your goals? What do you want to do in life?
To personal.
That's where we're going, man. Remember, you said so you were single because you wanted to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I feel like I'm like me. It's enough about me.
Thank you.
Now. So what's up?
I don't know. Honestly, it's pretty much the same thing as anybody else. Just focusing on what I'm enjoying life, find a career out of that. I'm really impressed by all the people that are able to actually. Oh shit!
Someone dropped it. I had my legs crossed. So you're really impressed by people that what?
Yeah, I'm really impressed by people. They find the courage to actually go out and actually pursue, like, I guess, any type of shop that you've always dreamt about. Like, for example, there's known people that created like an ice cream shop. They make a huge business out of it. And then there's other people that were able to think like, oh fuck, let me make stamps. Let me message all these people. Let me take the initiative to create this thing, and then find people that are interested in the topic.
Yeah, dude. And I always talk about that too because it's like with the internet, you just gotta put it out, and then with Facebook advertising too, because I do marketing. It's like you can specifically target people who are already looking for it. So that's what all Facebook is. Anything you say,
if you build it,
yes,
they will come.
Exactly. There's an audience for everything. That's why I'm always like I'm a huge believer that there's always somebody for everybody. Like no matter how weird you are, whatever you like, whatever your weird things are, whatever. For instance, you like getting pegged? There's somebody that'll like that.
You know what's funny is that I read this like on social media. I'm pretty sure I don't know if this is a true statistic, but he said like even though if only 0.01% of the population liked you, that's still like 4 million something, like a really large number.
Yeah.
So you still have a shot. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm really impressed by all the people that take the initiative to get their chance, whether through love or business or whatever. And I'm pretty much doing the same thing with the goal, doing whatever I can. So,
and then so what is it you want to do? So what's your what do you want to reach?
Well, for example, I would like to do this podcast with you and we decided to talk about certain
Dude,
topics.
you know what? Sorry to cut you off.
Uh-huh.
I know I do it a lot, but speaking on what you just said, like people who go out and do it, we're doing it.
Well, yeah,
It's something
Oh,
we
yeah.
said, so we're doing it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's good,
Yeah,
man.
pretty much.
High five to us.
That's
Okay.
10, but that's funny. So today's news.
But go on.
But yeah. So for example, another goal that I want to try out is that we've been talking about doing this podcasting, and so far the topics that we talked about were sex, exercise, racism. What is this?
Oh, long distance
Oh,
relationships.
So, so I'm kind of curious to see how also you would do it. Because I'm kind of amazed how people do podcasts, and I think it's kind of odd. Especially doing this for the first time, I really don't know how to react to this. But I think it's really awesome.
It's gonna be so bitching next time because like I thought I had everything.
Wait.
and then-
You tell me there's a next time.
Yeah, man.
I'm joking.
I want to do this like once a week, maybe.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's not bad.
I want to have guests.
Dude, as you keep on practice, pretty much anything that you do in life is you practicing. Whether it's a career,
whether that's everything.
Everything's a fucking practice.
That's everything, man.
I look forward to you improving in this. I really
It's gonna
do.
be great.
I look forward to the people that you're gonna invite. I look forward to the activities that you're gonna probably do with the viewers. Obviously, they will.
Dude, and that I think that's a key to like anything you want to do in success. People are like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they never get started because they're like, oh, well, first I have to study. First I have to. Like, I want to. People think like, oh, I want to start at the top. It's like, no. You're not gonna when you're born. You're not born fucking running marathons or jumping over walls. First, you gotta learn that you have control over your feet. It's like, oh shit, okay, this is how I move this, and then standing up, taking a step, falling, getting back up. Whoa, okay, so if I balance this, and you learn to crawl, and then you prop yourself up. Then you're walking, and then you're running, and then it's like, oh shit, you build more muscle. I can do this now. So whatever you want to do, just fucking start. Just fucking.
Which is a perfect segue for production.
How
How you took initiative and
actually, well, okay. What? With production? What are you gonna say?
I don't know. You know that.
Okay, but you segued, so
Yeah, isn't that?
well, okay, so I did
Because
work towards it, but it also
this was terrible.
but it also just happened. So I work in
No, I'm just laughing at something.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. My bad.
what was it? Somebody wrote something?
No. I'm just laughing at my own jokes that I can't say out loud because I'm fucking crazy. Okay.
Dude, this is free form, man.
So yeah, production.
Yeah. What about it? What do you want to know? What's your interest in it? I don't want to like talk a lot. I feel like I'm talking too much.
Well, I don't want to do porn.
Would you ever do porn?
No. Mitchell kept on fucking pushing this topic so much. All right, look, listen. If anybody knows our friend Mitchell, this guy always had the weird conversation to always bring up gay adult pornography, which is nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, he was so like invested.
I wonder if he was so comfortable with his sexuality that he was just like, I'm going to talk about this all the time, or if he was gay,
If he was gay,
or if
that's
he was
cool.
like comfortable, or it just made me think
Yeah. Like, why is he making this question?
like one thing is you're comfortable with it, but it's like, why is that your topic of conversation all the time?
But for me, because with you, he brought it up to make, I guess, kind of make you question your sexuality.
Yeah.
Right? With me, he made me, I guess, try to make me question.
I thought-
No.
What?
Whoa.
He convinced you to try gay sex?
Forge
Gay
the
porn?
words. So with you, with the conversation, you kind of took like, oh, why is he making you feel like I hate gay people? Not hate gay people. But he made you question your sexuality. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I went off topic. And then with me, when he was talking about like gay pornography, for some fucking reason, I don't know why, but he kept on pushing the subject as to why don't you try it? Like, why don't you, Angel, go try it?
I think that's
don't-
like skipping a whole bunch of
Yeah.
steps there.
So, first of all, I don't know why he wanted to talk about this. Second of all, this was late at night, so everybody could hear.
We were just alone in his car. Like,
Yeah, it was really fucking creepy.
Where were you guys at?
at my house.
Oh.
In the fucking backyard. And then I don't know why, but he decided to talk about this subject. I just thought it was kind of weird that he kept on pressing on the subject.
Raven says he was fishing.
Right? Right. It was just really odd. I just thought it was really funny. So I don't want to do pornography. That's why I was interested in your production.
I saw this podcast with what's her name? Riley Reid, porn chick.
Okay.
Oh no,
I guess I know what you're saying.
no, it wasn't this podcast. They were talking about I don't know who it was, but somebody who was in the porn industry, and they said that that gay dudes get paid more.
Yeah, that's what Mitchell
But-
said.
and they're
That's
not-
what fucking Mitchell said.
and they're not even gay most of the time.
Are you trying to convince me right now?
I'm saying that. You want to make some money?
Well, we do have the camera.
I've got some good equipment. Oh, this is weird, man. It's got really weird. But basically, yeah, like a lot of the time, it's a job. Like they're not even gay, and they're fucking dudes. But doesn't that make you gay? Isn't that so? What's being gay? Is it like attraction or like the physical act of?
I thought it was the investment as to, hey, I love you because you're a man. I'm a man. So,
But I love you.
yeah.
But it's a
But it's
brotherly
not,
love.
It's not sexual. So that's not gay. But people say it's gay. But y'all can be gay.
What if there was like a?
But then the other party's gay.
Dude, they
it's
should-
natural gay.
There should be a.
So,
Fuck, dude. I wish there was like a.
is this a gay paradox?
No, like ask a gay person like a hey, blah blah blah. Does that make me gay? That'd be a funny skit. Fuck, I'm gonna write that down. Ask.
And then Raymond said that he'll help you because he did a project on this person. He has answers to these questions.
I did a sociology project on the phenomenon. Gay for pay. It's having the ability to separate the act from your sexual preference. Wow.
Oh, you're serious?
But
that's cool, man.
But I guess there's some kind of, I guess, because you remember in, because I'm thinking like you have to get hard for that first, and for me that it's more of, I'm saying it's an emotional thing, but I remember too like sometimes I just get hard and there's no like, I'm not turned on, I'm not excited, but I'm just fucking like,
Do you love fish sticks?
you gay? I haven't heard that in a while, but I guess yeah, that would make sense, you know, but it's man. But they're like, all right, cameras up, dicks up. You know?
You
Oh, no.
punch it?
Well, fuck, dude, they have Viagra's now. You don't even have to be, you just have to move. Wow. That's crazy.
It's a job.
It's a job. Wow.
They gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
That's crazy. Wow.
your face. You used to get hurt.
Modern, what is it?
Lotion.
Puts the lotion on. Oh, that's good. There's just an excuse so I can put more lotion. Fuck, dude. I did go to the gym the other day, and my knuckles are all calloused. Because I fucking live, bro.
You know what that tells me?
Dude, my girlfriend fucking loves my hands. I don't get it. Fucking why, dude? I could, maybe that's why I was so good at swimming, because I could pull so much water. Dude, how big is your hand? Dude,
How big is your hand?
do your eyes kind of get close together when you look at them?
What?
Like, if you're looking at
Oh.
it, do you go cross-eyed?
I'm pretty sure. I like how we're just we completely forgot about this.
How far in do you go before you go cross-eyed?
What the camera can see.
Yeah.
So, well, technically, all right.
Uh-huh. Damn it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it closer, but I wanted to do it. Yes.
Oh, well.
I interviewed directors and actors on the subject of gay for pay. it was quite fascinating, and it's how I broke into the movie industry. Wow. I didn't know you were in the movie industry.
Wow.
Oh, he does like he goes on cruises all the time. Remember that cruise I went to? Oh, this one.
Gay cruises?
Holy ship.
Oh,
No,
yes.
not gay, but
Oh.
it's just it's like a rave on a cruise.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
And he promotes and he gets paid for it and he gets free shit. So it's like that's fucking tight, dude. It was a cool experience.
You showed me a video and pictures about this one.
Yes, check my my latest video on my YouTube channel. I did a whole video on that thing. It's fucking cool. Subscribe. Oh, not right now, but
Get it? It's a plug.
Dude, this is why we need the little laugh tracks. Oh man, is it me or am I red?
I'm red because I'm embarrassed, honestly. I'm shy. I know I'm red. Okay, you get it?
you know that dude that has daddy long neck, the guy with the long neck, and then the guy with the wide neck. Remember I was doing it last time. No?
Oh shit.
I'm a fish. So I could have a really. You have a long neck though. You have a way longer neck than I do. So I can do this. But I look tall and long. Then I can also do. Wait, I'll do it. There you go. Now I'm the guitarist from Cannibal Corpse. Dude, I gotta get rid of this, man. It's another reason why I started shaving, because my double chin shows, and it's like I get so insecure about it that it's like, all right, fucking work out.
Well, what kind of? You're so pretty. Your girlfriend is lucky to have you. She should be grateful that she has such an inspirational, encouraging boyfriend. You got that? Are you crying? Are you crying? No shit.
Nah,
Are you crying?
shit.
No shit.
I was gonna try to make myself cry to be like I'm such a good actor, but no. So I can do it.
This always makes sense.
A little bit. My little. Damn. Anyways, what does that say? Quinceañera the movie, shameless plug. Oh, you were in that movie, I guess. Right? No, him.
Was that the movie? That's what
I'm guessing. Yes, I was a dialogue consultant on several films, and we even got the top 2 award at Sundance. Oh,
Oh shit.
Quinceañera the movie. Where's the plug? Quinceañera the movie. Oh, hey, Tanya's watching. What's up?
You know.
Oh, because the little thing popped down, and this she took a screenshot of it.
Oh, is
Oh, fuck! That's how
Oh,
memes
shit.
happen.
Oh,
Fuck. Well, whatever. It's life. It's who I am. It's
I actually
part
forgot about
of,
that.
it's part of the process.
I forgot that this is a thing.
Oh, dude. I feel like I'm scooting you up.
No, fine.
Yeah, I got it. Ba-dum.
I'm sorry for coming in late, by the way.
So she said, wait.
I'm glad that you're
We're
in a
experiencing
relationship.
some technical difficulties. But I mean, these other ones are kind of like whatever. Oh shit! Oh no, that's not. But yeah. So I don't know, man. All right. Okay. Quick question. Fun question. If you could do anything in the world, if money didn't exist, and you could do whatever you wanted, and everybody like currency, money was your natural skills and talents. So if you like to game, you would just play a game with somebody, and that's how you would pay for them. If you like to bake, you would bake little pastries. If you like to build stuff, everybody is doing what they want to do. Everybody's happy. What would you be doing?
I have a lot of hobbies that I enjoy. But to say one immediately.
Yeah, just right now, currently. What's something you do for free?
Well, obviously, it's just a great thing. It's one of the best things. Picking up hobbies.
Is that?
I'm so exciting, Angel. Good job.
Hey man,
Sorry.
There's no wrong answers. Time, bro.
That was so great. That was pretty funny.
Hey, actually, you know what?
You know what I really want to do though? I
Huh.
actually, well, because everybody's, I'm gonna keep that idea to myself because I know once I say it, people are gonna.
Angel had an idea for a company, for a shirt, and he mentioned it to one guy, and that guy fucking ran with it, and he created a business out of it, and that dude's profiting off of his idea. So I get it, but that's why you trademark it.
Yeah. But to be fair, everybody's had that experience. I'm pretty sure. In their
Oh, I've had
lifetime.
that shit.
I'm pretty sure, like you said something even to yourself, and next thing you know, you.
What was it? My dad thought of a smart car. You know the smart cars that they have now? I remember we were sitting in traffic, and he's like, man, there's so many cars. Oh, in his accent. Hey, man, there's so many cars and shit. Nah. But he was like, there's so many cars out in traffic. Oh,
I'm joking.
is it? No, probably is.
It's not racist because you're Mexican.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. Yeah, but he was like, there's so many cars out in traffic, but there's only like one driver, and they're taking up so much space. Like, I would like to build I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start a car company and just make small cars, small little cars that it's just enough for you and all that. And then like 4 years later, the first smart car came out, and he was like, "Hey, what? That was my idea." And I'm just like,
So imagine like your dad actually bought a small car, and he's like, "Hey, let's go out for dinner or something." It's everybody in that small car.
they're kind of spacious.
Yeah, but I just thought it was really funny because it's pretty much like when you go to the restaurant, everybody sees a bunch of Mexicans coming out of the
Oh
fucking
shit, that'd be funny.
I just thought the show was so funny.
Fuck, what else? I was going to say something.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just completely spaced out on my own little joke. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Your dad. We're talking about how
Oh,
we
no,
say
no,
ideas and people take it, and then your dad.
No, but
thought
there was
of-
something right before that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And me too. Oh! I just wanted to say publicly, live to all the 3 people that are still on here. I fucking love you, man.
Oh,
You're my best friend. Yeah, thanks for always being my hype man. You inspire me. You help me. You're a good person. You deserve a good life. I love you.
you can pray lotion. Stop it.
Cry whatever you want, man. It's a twist up.
All the time. Yeah. That's intro.
But I think I'm gonna end the podcast here. So,
But we didn't talk about Nathan,
Nathan.
and we didn't talk about
skateboarding.
skateboarding.
Let's see.
Hey, to be fair, podcasts to last week.
Yeah.
If you want to go.
I don't know. I feel like I'm.
This is just
I
test
wa-
one.
I wanna be
right?
entertaining.
For the 3 viewers that are watching.
I want to be entertaining, but I feel like how can I be entertaining? Well, okay, no. Actually, this is really cool. Let's talk about Nathan, my nephew Nathan. I fucking love this kid. Fucking love him to death. I think of him as my own son. So Nathan, you make me proud. I'm very happy to see how you're developing. You're a good kid. You have a great heart. Don't ever change for anybody. Always be a better you. I love you, son.
He's a really cool kid, man. I remember when he was small. He would just always run around with his little bowl cut. And then like a gap tooth,
Bowl
kind
cut.
of. Like with his little adorable.
Oh yeah,
gap
because he
tooth.
had his like these teeth fell off, so he only had the canines. So it's just like
And then he was a really cool
he's a
kid.
fun kid. Ever since he was little, we would always play.
He was very
um,
energetic.
Yeah,
Everything.
he's so creative too, dude. But he has such a huge heart, which is like it melts your heart. I remember every Thanksgiving, it was the highlight of the whole Thanksgiving because he would talk from his heart and just like being this
We'll
little.
like give like a speech.
He'll give a speech, and it's like, oh shit, he would give a speech, but very yeah, and he's like, thank you to my dad because
You got really into it.
Like-
It's I want to be thankful and tell you why.
yeah,
I'm fucking thankful.
it wasn't just like, oh, thanks for my family and this thing, but he was like, thank you for this because this, and thanks for this. And it's just like you could feel the. My sister would cry all the time. Me too. My mom, like, he'll fucking move you to tears. And he's been working out. Like, I've been taking him to the gym because he was getting chubby. Like, he was eating like shit, but he's getting buff and he's tall. He's getting tall as fuck. Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
RJL.
Is that yo?
Is that yo? Because I saw the yo. I feel so special. I don't know you had a YouTube account. Post a picture, bro. But yeah, and but he's a
this is on
teenager now.
YouTube.
Yeah, this is live streaming on YouTube.
Oh.
But you know, it's so funny too for me. Like it's an interesting.
Where am I? Who are you? Where am I going?
It's an interesting experience for me, and I'm sure you do because you have your brothers that are also they're older now. Right? They're like 20.
Yeah. Kind of. They're almost like one's 18, one's 18. So seeing them transition from a child to an adult, young adult, it's always nice and kind of awkward and weird, kind of in a way, because you're supposed to change your perspective of this individual because they have a different mindset.
Yeah.
And knowing the fact that they're able to evolve that mindset through your interactions with them.
I know it's a huge
By giving them
responsibility,
that
huh?
advice, and not only that, when they're not around, like it's just amazing to see how they like interpret the world around them.
I know
And
he.
he's a good kid, man. Like what I like about Nathan, I don't know if I'm supposed to know this, but how when he would make those videos at an early age because he was so into like the whole production.
But that came out of him though.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
interesting. It's like
This was before you even.
he made a video where he was like 5 or 6, and he's like a zombie apocalypse kind of thing, and he's like,
he got really.
he was directing,
it
and
was
he's like,
fucking dope.
I mean, Grandma, pretend cute. Dude, I'm gonna post that
That
up.
was fucking dope.
I'm gonna post it on my story later, so you guys can check it out. But
Just
fuck,
to
it's
see
so cute.
Nathan as a young kid being that enthusiastic to do something like that, which goes back to what you're telling me about, like if money didn't exist, something that you wanted to do as a hobby, just for the fun of it, and it just so happened that money was taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is Nathan's calling.
He's definitely
One of the callings.
he's in my eyes. I think he's such a creative person. He's so charismatic, and he's fucking funny as hell, dude. Like he cracks jokes so good. Like his timing is really good. Sometimes like he'll do jokes that are like weak sauce. But some like more than not, they're really fucking funny. Like he can roast anybody. And it's funny because he's a teenager now. He's a freshman, so he thinks he's the hot shit.
Oh, shit, he's a fisherman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And back to that, it's like,
He's pretty solid.
yeah, dude, he's taller than I am. He's taller than you.
Anybody's calling me.
Maybe it's taller than you too. But no, it's just like he's into girls now. He's like his likes are different. He's changing. Like, and then I think back to my life at his age where I'm just like oh shit, like
Technically, like still counts as a freshman.
you're a freshman, Nathan. You're a freshman.
Technically,
You're a freshman.
you're a freshman.
But it's just like okay. So for instance, yesterday we went to a family party of his. I'm sorry, not one of his friends' birthdays, and his dad was like, no, you can't go. And then I was like, oh man, I remember being that age and like wanting to go out and not being able to. But so I told my brother, I was like, look, like if I go, can he go? What? No, they're gonna hear all that.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if they could hear that.
Dude, this, I'll show you after, but this thing can pick up so much. Yeah, it's
Whoa.
crazy.
Surprise to you guys if you heard that.
But it's just like the way he handles himself, like with his friends. I don't know,
You know what I enjoy? right
he's
now?
respected, which is cool.
Is that we're both holding our hands like this under the
Oh, are we?
table.
Cross leg.
We're just here like fucking idiots.
Well, it's good because this picks up everything, you know. Like any like, it'll hear that. Because I need to put it on. I need to get one of those like podcast ones that like a shock mount.
Okay, I remember earlier as we were talking throughout this whole podcast and stuff, is that you wanted to take note about something specific. And as you were
Ask
taking
a gay guy?
yeah, exactly. As you were taking notes, I didn't look at what you were writing to remember this reference. But as I looked to see what the fuck you wrote, I'm like, ask a gay guy. Now I'm thinking like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Well, you know, I got to put more detailed notes because sometimes I'll write something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's
I
gonna
don't
remind me of
know.
that's gonna remind me of the thing I was thinking of. But then I look back to like my notes and I'm just like, what the fuck? So that I just imagine myself in the future looking at this Ask a Gay Guy. What? So ask sketch.
People know, man.
That's why I'm just writing it. Just writing. You don't know what it's gonna be.
Fucking thieves. 2 people that are watching.
I know we lost one. Shit. But yeah, dude, I think it's gone long enough. Andrea, I love you. Nathan, I love you. Family, I love you. Angel, I love you. I forgot your name for a second. Yeah, and everybody who's watching, thanks for sticking around. Love you guys. Anything else to say, Angel?
I love you, Julia, if you're watching this.
Good morning, Julia.
I hope to meet you, Julia.
Now the question is, oh, that's how you end it. All right. Bye.
Bye.